you meet these people and they leave and you're like, don't go. I just met you. I just got to know you. I just started spending time.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you. And I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I never let you down. Let you down, let you down. I'm your song and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me. Take me to your heart, take me to your soul, never drawn apart, 'cause I belong to you. Be my guiding star, 'cause I need your loving, baby, and never let me down, let me down, let me down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby we got chemistry. You gave me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You and me, written in the stars.
Hey, what's going on, fam? Well, as you may know, we're here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. There go Black Pearl behind me, and there's the Cadence Caller Hauler. We still don't have an official name for our trailer yet. But I thought I was gonna do a little something. I just want to start evaluating the sites that we stop at, because I'm pretty sure that some other people might stop here and want to know what it's about. Well, as I said, we're here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and one thing about the Fort Campbell site, they have two RV parking spots. They have Fletcher's Fork and they have Eagle's Rest. Now we're here down at Fletcher's Fork, and so I'm gonna try to do a little evaluation of the park based on a star system, totally scientific. First thing I want to start off with is connections. Now Fletcher's Fork has water, electric, and sewer, which should be like top of my list for connection wise. But here's the thing that's like a little peculiar about it. It only has a 50 amp connection. So since it only has a 50 amp connection instead of a 30 amp, we have a 30 amp trailer, I had to use a little dummy 50 to 30 amp adapter. Now that doesn't change the amount of power that's coming into the RV, so that made me a little bit nervous. Oh, sorry about the wind. Wind always picks up when I start recording for some reason. But we've had no problems with it. So, but because it's not a a normal 30 amp, I have to take away a star. So for connections, the Fletcher's Fork here at Fort Campbell gets 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I want to talk about comfort. At Scott Air Force Base that we liked, when we walked out the door, we took about 2 steps and we was already in the woods and the bushes. Here at Fletcher's Fork, I'm gonna go ahead and go to our edge. I have about, let's see, I got about 15, 20 feet on this side, and we've got about 10 to 12 feet on the other side. So that's really good. We was able to lay our rug out entirely. Plenty of space between us and the other neighbors. So comfort is pretty good. It's paved instead of loose gravel. So the spot is paved. It's a, what do you call it? A drive straight through, not back in. I'll learn the terminology eventually, fam. But it's a drive through spot. So out of 5, I'm gonna give this a 5 on comfort. I have no complaints about the comfort part of our site. 1 tree, good for shade and everything like that. So that's good. Now, for amenities. Now, a lot of people call a lot of things amenities. For me, I'm just thinking about like stuff that's provided for you in addition to your spot. You know, like laundry or snacks or local activities and stuff like that. Well, there are 0 activities here. There's a river that I don't believe is stocked, and the river is pretty messy. The grass around it is not cut, so in order to even walk to the river, you got to go through a lot of knee-high grass. But I mean, there's not even a snack bar or a soda machine here or anything. And a matter of fact, if you don't have a military ID card, you can't get to the gas station or the Starbucks, which is located about 5 miles. Well, I can say 5 miles, about 2 miles from here. So if you don't have a military ID, you can't get on base unless you go through the visitors thing, which is a whole separate gate. You have to go through the main gate to get into the visitors pass. So that's a whole different thing. But so for amenities, out of 5 stars, I'm giving this a 2. It has a bathroom and it has a laundry room. We can walk up the hill for about about a half a mile and we'll get to a laundry room, but instead we're just going to drive around with our basket, and we did laundry the other day. So it does have a laundry room, and it does have a bathroom, and there's a trash can on site. So I guess I'm being generous, but for amenities I'm gonna give it a 2. Overall rating for Fort Campbell Fletcher's Fort, out of a 5-star system, we're giving this a 2.5. It's really not much activity. It's not even a walking path from here that's big enough for Peggy and I to get any exercise or biking in. We could bike along the road that the cars are on and stuff like that, but it's like on the road. It's not off to the side or something like that. So Peggy and I have been struggling to find activity. We'll drive on post so we can get our walk or our bikes over there, that kind of thing. But as it relates to the RV park, there's really nothing here. And even though it has a full hookup, which I really like, saves me a lot of time on trying to do dump sites and stuff like that, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I like the Scott Air Force Base and of course 370 Lakeside Park much better.
Hey guys.
What's up, fam?
So we just want to tell you a few things about
Fletcher's Fort.
Fletcher's Fort. Now, they don't tell you this, and I haven't seen it in any video, but I feel like it's severely important. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Skeet Shoot is open. That's one of the amenities that they have here. You can go skeet shooting.
It's like 50 yards away from your trailer. It's like right there.
Yeah, it's right behind it. And they go from 12 to 6. And when I tell you they go from 12 to 6, it's nonstop. Last night I felt they went until 7 because it was nonstop. So the reason why I feel it's important is because if your dog or your animal or your child can't stand loud noises, or if you're an adult that suffers from PTSD, you're going to have problems with the sounds. And they also, in the direct, like right in the area, they do IED training. So you hear that as well. So last night around 11 p.m., I was woke up by what sound like machine guns. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was a fellow camper or what, but it was very disturbing. We were woke up Saturday morning by shooting as well. So there might be military exercises while you're here. That's what my thought is behind it. And that's where they put the RVers, right in that. But, most people you ask, Monday through Wednesday is great. So we'll be here that long, so we'll be able to tell you if it's great or not. But it's decent. The place is decent. We've only been to 2 or 3 parks so far, RV campgrounds. And right now, I used to say Scott Air Force Base was my least favorite, but I'm going to say this one is my least favorite.
Really? See?
Yeah. The only reason why I didn't like, there's a big reason why you don't like Scott, because Scott doesn't have plumbing.
Sewer connection.
Yeah, they don't have the sewer connection that you need. But there's a workaround that. So if you get away from the workaround, it's a pretty decent place.
That's true.
They both have the amenities that you need. Like you can rent bicycles here. You can rent boats, paddle boats, bicycles, balls for basketball, fishing, like all of that. You can rent trailers here as well.
I guess you're right though, because at Scott, all that stuff that you can rent is like right next to the fam camp.
Yeah.
Here, you gotta go on to base and walk and drive another 5 or 7 minutes to get to it anyway. So it's nowhere near your fam camp to rent that stuff.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I do get it. Plus, around the Scott fam camp, there's plenty of walking and visual stuff. This one, it basically has an old river.
Now, I will say that this base is free to, well, it's not free, but everybody's welcome because it's not really on post.
Yeah.
So if I haven't said that already, I want to make sure that I say that.
Yeah.
It is open to
the public.
It really is. But the thing about it is you cannot get on post to buy anything. If you go on post to buy anything, you're going to have to go through a rigorous background check to make sure that you're okay. But anyway, it's a nice campground. It's peaceful, it's quiet. The neighbors are so nice. Like you meet these people and they leave and you're like, don't go. I just met you. I just got to know you. I just started spending time. But people have things to do. Now this base charges $28 per night or $650 for the month. And all things considered, it's a great deal if you don't have those discounted prices and stuff like that. Like there's so many ways of getting discounts.
Oh, yeah.
You could be a disabled veteran, or you could be a part of this club, that club. We don't know all the ins and outs yet, but we're looking into it. Oh, and another thing, to store your RV on a military base runs you between $22 and $25 a month. Now, if you can imagine the waiting list or years in the making, you can't get on for years. And I would pay the $22 a month and be gone for 6 months. It's still going to save me some money because most people or places charge between $200 and $450 a month. They're only charging $22, $25. So if we ever find a place that has an opening, we're going to take it. If we decide to go to Sticks and Bricks. All right, guys, so we will talk to you later. We have come up with a plan of grocery shopping on Mondays only, and we're going to eat in after today. And we have a grocery budget of $50 a week. So I'm going to try my best to stick to that. So right now we're going to go grocery shopping. I am not sure if they will allow me to record inside, but if not, I'll just take you back to the house and show you a grocery haul. All right?
What is hybrid sushi?
Like the pure bronze water. Alright guys, so we did our first little grocery haul for the week. We failed tremendously. I'm not going to say we, I went over by $20, so that's not good. But considering, now work with me here, considering we don't have all that we need here, like we haven't brought like all of our like aluminum foil and stuff like that, so we have to buy that kind of thing, so that makes it go up a little bit.
That's a good point.
I'm pleading my case here. But once we get everything settled and started, everything like that, we should be able to stick to $50 a week, because it's just the two of us, and we're trying to be a little healthier, and we're trying to eat lighter. So don't hold us to it for the next couple weeks, but when we start really getting into it, it should, $50 a week should be more than enough, because we're gonna grill more than anything, you know. And when we grill, we always grill for 2 days anyway. I failed tremendously with that one, but that's okay. It's always tomorrow.
There you go.
So we're gonna go have lunch right now. And then I'll give you guys a grocery haul. So I will talk to you at the house. All right, guys, so this is my grocery haul. So we went to the commissary on Fort Campbell, and we got some ginger ale. If you guys been around a while, you know my honey bunny needs those. He lives by the ginger ale. Had to get him some orange juice, and I got myself some Simply Light lemonade. And then we got some creamer for our coffee. So that was a good deal. So I got myself some pepper jack cheese snackers just to eat on, because I'm trying not to eat after 6 p.m. But if I just had to break down and have something, I think a cheese stick would be okay. I'm trying to do the low or light carb thing. So instead of buying potato chips, I got some pork rinds, or we call them skins. So we got those. In the morning for breakfast, when I make like omelets or whatever else, well, that's what we're going to be making this week, is omelets. Donald is stuck on omelets this week, so that's fine. So I got mushrooms, and I got peppers. What else did I get? I got spinach. All of this stuff is what we put in our omelet. I love this cheese. This triple cheddar. It tastes wonderful. And so some days we will have sausage in our omelet, and some days we'll do like bacon. Okay, and also we could do a BLT with that keto friendly bread. So I like that because we can have bacon, and then we have lettuce and tomato. So that'll be perfect for that. And then I have onion also, which is what I'll use in my omelet. It's mostly a veggie omelet with just a sprinkling of meat, but Donald loves meat, so he'll have a lot of meat. I'll just have a sprinkling of meat. Since we've been out, well, look, I love a good old-fashioned lemonade. So I got me some lemons, so I'm going to clean them up real good and slice them and make me just a pitcher of lemonade for the week. I like it like that. Or just lemon water. They had a really good deal on these eggs. These eggs were $1.30 for a dozen large eggs. We already had a few eggs. And since we've been out here, camp life, you know, we've been barbecuing. So Donald loves a good bratwurst with, what do you call it, sauerkraut. And then I got the kielbasa because we're going to do like hobo meals with the kielbasa and the cabbage. We won't use potatoes because, you know, the hobo meals, you do like the garlic butter, the sausage, potato, and cabbage. We're not going to do the potato though. It's too heavy. And then I got hot dogs because there is nothing like a good burned hot dog chopped up with mustard. But I like that. Like, that's a good meal to me. And again, we've been out here grilling. So they had these little small ribs, and they were like $4.28 for that one, and $4.62. So, you know, we could go ahead and grill one of those up for dinner. Donald was not big on ribs though, but I love them, so this will last me quite a while. I might have to take some back to the house with me to cook. But anyway, and we got this corn. They were 40 cents each. Now, if these are the same place that they got the corn from last year, this was the sweetest corn I ever had. These were like 40 cents each. And then they have fresh popcorn. I know, I can't live without it. If I smell it, I'm stuck. So I got me a bag of popcorn for the week. And then we got the foil. So we're going to, you know why we need foil around the house. And then I got Donald this cantaloupe because he's trying to do better. We're trying not to snack so much. So if we're going to snack, we're going to healthy snack like cantaloupe or apple or orange or, you know, stuff that's not so bad for us. It's better than a Snicker or potato chip.
Hey, so before we go today, I want to make sure I showed y'all some of these other things that's also available. This is not for really RVers, but for people who want to get outdoors a little bit. They have these cabins, which you see behind me. People are already renting these cabins. It's very small. They look kind of old and stuff, but they're very, very nice looking. They look like they've been well maintained and stuff. But they also have these brand new ones. Let me give you a shot of these. So yes, that's the brand new cabin. It's a little bit longer than the older versions. Let's see if I can get a good shot. There you go. It's definitely longer. It's on these steel rails on the bottom. So yeah, you can't see on the inside here, but it's got a bed, dinette, a little kitchen, a little shower area, and a little bunkhouse. So I'm guessing this is room for 6. Which is pretty nice. So if you're new to the whole outdoorsy experience, want to get a little bit more of it. I don't know how this counts as outdoors, but it's right next to the woods, so I guess it's outdoors. But maybe you want to do a cozy little house experience or something like that. I'll try to find out how you can reserve one of these. Yes, they have like 4 brand new ones. None of these have been rented right now, so maybe they're just not available for rent. But some of the old ones, there are some people in there. I'm not going to go up on their steps or anything. But some of the older ones are being rented as we speak. So maybe I can get some more information for you guys a little bit later on. So another aspect of Fort Campbell that I'm not ready to rate yet, it's just a peculiarity of the site. There are no reservations. So we drove up on a Friday, got here at about 1 o'clock, and we were able to drive up and find a spot. Once you find a spot, you go up to the outdoor rec and tell them what your spot number is, and then you pay for it. Tell them how long you plan on staying, all that kind of thing. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I feel blessed that we were able to just drive up and get a spot. But today we've seen people driving around trying to hope to find a spot and not finding one and then driving off. So right now we're completely packed. So I guess it's gonna take me a while to figure out how I feel about the no reservations thing, but it worked out for us this time. Maybe we're just blessed. And so that's it, fam. That's it for the day. We down here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky at Fletcher's Fork. I don't really have much to say about Eagles Rest because we haven't tried it yet. But I can tell this area looks a bit cleaner and more well maintained than the Eagles Rest, Fletcher's Fork does. And so that's all we have today. We're gonna be here for a few more days, and then we will let you guys know about the next RV park that we visit. You guys take it easy. Make sure you got there and do something good for yourself, and Peggy and I will talk to you guys later.